Each year, in celebration of the summer solstice, Soultry Sisters host an annual Arts and Wellness Festival in North County, San Diego, California. Our 3-day festival highlights local BIPOC, women, and queer artists and wellness practitioners with events and workshops based around a meaningful theme. Past festivals have explored healing nature of play, reclaiming ancestral healing, cultivating sanctuary, and celebration of self. We collaborate with community members to build our festival program that includes creative expression classes such as dance, creative writing, and visual arts, wellness workshops like yoga, meditation, and sound healing, and performances by musicians, singers, DJs, spoken word artists, and dancers. Our festival aims to showcase diverse local creatives and how access to arts and wellness resources contributes to our social, emotional, mental, physical, and collective health. Join us this summer solstice for our 5th annual festival to create meaningful connections, try new avenues of creative expression, and build your personal soul care practice. We can't wait to see you there. Hello, hello. Hey, everyone.
Hello. We're back.
We are back. It is Monday. We are in the building. Soultry Sisters is sat on a Monday afternoon. If you haven't met us before, I'm AJ.
And I'm Toni.
And we are the Soultry Sisters. And that was our 2025 festival recap. And this series that we are hosting right now is all about counting down to our 2026 festival, which happens to be our 5th year anniversary of hosting this annual Summer Solstice Fest.
Yeah, so we like to begin with just welcoming everyone to the space so you can share where you're tuning in from and what you're sipping on. And you can leave the comments below and then we can put them up on the screen, whether you're tuning in from YouTube, Facebook, and then also Instagram. We're tuned in there. And so we'll be monitoring the comments. And so, yeah, just let us know.
Yes.
You want to go?
Yes, I am tuning in from Oceanside, California, and I am sipping on some Poppy. Yes. Poppy, if you're out there, please sponsor us. We love Poppy. We are sipping on some raspberry rose Poppy. This is like one of my favorite flavors. It just feels like, I don't know, there's something about it that makes me feel luxurious. And I'm sipping in my cup from You Belong Here. And, well, you can't even see it really. Yeah, it says You Belong Here. And fun fact, we conceptualized the festival when we were drinking this cup. Yeah, it was a fun little moment. And I'm wearing a cute little top. Toni, I think you gifted this to me, right? From a swap?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, she gifted this to me. So it's a collared t-shirt, which I've tucked in and made a cute little tie because it is hot. So I'm wearing a tie t-shirt. And then I got these cute cowrie shell festive earrings from the brother of the Benno.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's my fit check as well.
So, hey everyone, I'm Toni Lynn, she, her pronouns. I'm tuning in from the DC DMV area, so the East Coast for now. And I'm sipping on, I have this little mocktail. It's like a pre-made one. I got it from Whole Foods, but the brand is Mingle Mocktails. This one is a, see the can right here, Pineapple Paloma. It actually matches my outfit to the actual can, but this is, and I just put it in my little wine glass. But yeah, so this is like just something cute and nice.
Yes, we love an elevated moment.
Fit check. I have, of course, Pom Poms by Pom Pom Project, Katie Ruiz. Glasses are Warby Parker. They're kind of like a pink tint to them. Just my little rings that I love wearing every day. This little crochet sleeve thing. It's Urban Outfitters, but I got it at Buffalo Exchange in New York when I went last month. Yeah, and then just like a little tank top. But I wanted to wear this like blue sweater that's like the color of the festival this year. But it was real hot, and I was like, change to something else. But one of these lives I do kind of want to wear because it's like the perfect blue. It's getting hotter and hotter. So I don't know when I'm supposed to wear it, but yeah.
I like it. Let's do like a blue. Let's do a blue day next week.
Well, I can wear other blue. I'm saying I want to wear the sweater. The sweater is just too hot. But yes, we can wear other blue.
Other blue next week. So yes, if you are just tuning in live, let us know where you're tuning in from and what you're sipping on. If you're also tuning in, we're doing our live festival Q&A. So at any point, go ahead and drop your comments or questions in the chat, and we'll answer them towards, we can answer them throughout if they apply, but definitely towards the end, we're going to have a lightning round festival Q&A where we answer questions from the community.
Yes.
So as a review, we talked about last week, our 5th annual festival theme is Radical Reimagining. Really excited for this theme. We went into deep conversation about why the theme, the color of it all, the intention of it all. So if you missed last week's live, go ahead and make sure to catch that replay. It is on our YouTube and as well on our website under our Soultry Hangouts. You can access our replays there as well. If you want to learn more, you can also go to soultrysisters.com/SS Festival. That's where you can learn all the details of the festival, learn more about the location, hear a little bit of blurb of like what we are intending to ideate on, and some little details on schedule and past artists from previous festivals.
Yes, and even though our early bird tickets have ended now, there's still many ways for you to get involved and to come and be a part of our 5th annual festival. So you can be a volunteer. So we still have our volunteer applications open. So we'll probably drop the link, but if you go to the website, they have the button there as well, but we'll put in the comments the link. You can become a vendor. So we have vendor spots for our Friday mixer, and then also our Sunday community workshops and mixer. Then you can also apply for our scholarship, and we also have a community arts and culture grants. And so if you want to be a part of the festival, but if finances are a barrier, then you can apply for a scholarship or a grant. And you can also just buy a ticket. So we still have full weekend passes available, or if you can only come to certain days, then we'll get into what all of that looks like today, but you can also just buy tickets per day. So there's many ways for you to get involved, and we hope that you all can join us this year.
Yes. So I'm putting in the chat where you can apply to be a volunteer and as well as apply to be a vendor. We'll be able to review those vendor and volunteer applications and get to you shortly.
And so last week we got really deep into the theme. So we went into why we chose Radical Reimagining this year, what that means to us, some of our inspiration behind the theme, the color of this like vibrant blue, like the electric or cobalt blue, and what being radical means, what this reimagining means to us. So if you missed last week, you can go to our YouTube channel at Soultry Sisters and catch the replay of week 1, because each week leading up to the festival, we're talking all things festival weekend, but each week we'll get in depth into different areas. So yeah, if you really want to learn more about the theme, then definitely watch that replay.
Yes. And also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, because if you're on the go, you will be alerted, and make sure to click that notification button because anytime we go live, YouTube will let you know.
Yeah, so today we're getting into all things festival schedule. But before we get into that, we have an exciting announcement. And so with Soultry, we really love to rock our motto of live vibrant, shine bright. The festival, especially, it is going to be our fifth annual one. So we've been doing it for 5 years now. And so we're like, why not celebrate in another way, right? The whole weekend is celebrating, but why not celebrate with something that people can not only rock and wear, but also take home? So we're excited to announce, hold on, I found that we have a drum roll here.
Ooh. Okay. I love that. We're having fun over here. Ooh. And
yes, so we have
merch.
Yes, our new merch is designed by Giselle Custodio, who also designed our 5-year Soultry anniversary merch. So if y'all have the green t-shirts or our yellow tie-dye t-shirts last year, those designs were created by Giselle. And so we love working with, our friends and our artists over and over again. And so we were like, why not tap into Giselle's artistry to celebrate 5 years. So I don't know how well you can see on Instagram because I don't know if you can zoom in.
It's pretty big. It's like right in the center. So yeah, you can see it.
But yeah, so this year's new merch is an ode to all 5 years and now the 6th year or the 6th theme of the festival. So we have on the top left is Soultry. I guess y'all can guess why we might have this. Oh, Sunny put in the chat the drum roll. Right? Exactly. But yeah, so the top left is a sun and moon, and y'all can put in the chat if you're a part of our anniversary Q&A that we had at the beginning of the year, then you already know why we have the sun and moon symbol. But you can put in the chat any guesses or like why you feel like that's significant to Soultry. We have celebration of self, so that was our theme for year one. And there's hibiscus there, bird of paradise. There's a bee buzzing in the back. Then the top right, we have your sanctuary. So year 2 of the festival, the theme was cultivating your sanctuary. And on the bottom left, we had year 4 or year 3's theme, which was reclaiming ancestral healing. So Giselle did like a spin remix of Sankofa bird, because if y'all know, we love the symbol of the Sankofa, which is an Adinkra symbol from West Africa. And we have our pom-poms. Actually, the pom-poms that are this color, we used this year, the year of the Reclaiming Ancestral Healing Festival. Katie Ruiz of the Pom Pom Project, she led our creative expression workshop during that year's festival, and we created these pom-poms that we added to a collective art piece that made the Sankofa bird that we put up at our different events, and it's usually near our altar. Then in the bottom middle is our card that represents the healing nature of play, which was last year's theme. So there's fish there that are like an ode to Pisces. Water, we have that like spiral in the middle. There's like a lily pad. And then the water element as well, because we thought like with nature and playing. So like the fish are like very playful, playing with each other. And then the bottom right is the reimagining, which is this year's theme. And it has like a third eye, like in the top left of the design. There's butterflies, so kind of like a metamorphosis coming from like a cocoon to like spreading your wings, being your vibrant self, and those kinds of things. And so if you couldn't already tell, they're shaped as little cards, which is an ode to like tarot cards or oracle cards. Because Soultry, we love doing readings. We have our own collection of cards ourselves, and we do readings ourselves, which we started doing at our winter solstice retreat. And then we've been doing meetups this year, our community meetups. we've been having that offering or like that element a part of our event. So it's something that's like really near and dear to us ever since we first started. And so we thought, why not with the sixth or the fifth, I'm skipping ahead, the 5th year anniversary to really pay homage and just reverence to where we've come from, where we're going. And Giselle did such an amazing job in like embodying our ideas and really just sharing, or what do you call it, visualizing where we've kind of journeyed through over the years.
Yes. And the collaboration with Giselle to create these designs is so magical. Like, we basically tell our story, and based off of our storytelling and conversation, they create this design. So it's really a testament to our relationship and our ongoing connection to Giselle, who is also a multifaceted artist based in San Diego. So definitely check out their work and support them as well through either supporting by purchasing our merch or working and collaborating with them as their artistry.
Yes. And so, yeah, we'll have them on a t-shirt, and then we'll also have them on tote bags. And so, yeah, you guys will be able to purchase them at the festival. And then we'll also have like some of our previous merch available as well. But we're just really excited to launch our new merch. So y'all on the live are the first to hear it and see it.
Hasn't been gone out in the newsletter, y'all. It hasn't been gone in the newsletter.
Yeah, it hasn't gone out in the newsletter. The only people who know is our festival team. But yeah, so if you joined the live, you got a sneak peek. So soon we're going to share on social media and our newsletter subscribers. And then we'll have like a pre-order as well. So if y'all are interested, definitely stay tuned, or you can DM us now if you really know you are like locked in. Feel free to message us. But yeah, just stay tuned and we'll be officially announcing it soon.
Yes. We do have some questions in the chat. Thank you, Leland, for asking that question, and we will definitely answer that through this live today. So shall we go into talking about the festival schedule? All right. So our festival is a 3-day festival that happens annually. And the reason why it's 3 days is because we really want to make the most out of having a journey through these 3 days of the festival. And because of the nature of this year, each day is a different experience. So day 1 is on Friday, June 26th, and we are calling that day 1. Reconnect. This is the day that we are reconnecting with our community, reconnecting with each other. And it's our community mixer at Oceanside Museum of Art. It's 6 to 9. There are live performances. We have the reveal of our art installation that is in response to our festival theme. We have stations, this year called our imagination stations, where you're able to, again, start to dip our toes into the theme and start to reflect on how we're going to define and connect with the work throughout the weekend. And then we have a chance to also experience the emotion of awe and wonder by getting to view some of the art exhibitions inside of the Oceanside Museum of Art. So it's one of our favorite parts of the festival because it's where we really get to know everybody on a social level before we dive deep into the work.
And it's also like reconnect, because what we say is that our Summer Solstice Festival is like a reunion. And so a lot of times we don't get a chance to see our community, our Soultry fam throughout the year. Or maybe it's been like many months, many weeks. And so it's, again, like reconnecting with our community and reconnecting to our hometown of Oceanside. So there's people who maybe haven't been back in a while if they're from here, or have never like explored downtown Oceanside. So it's a way for folks to also kind of get the lay of the land for the first day before we dive into everything the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I love how you said that too, because like it's a reminder that when we are living our lives and going to work from point A to point B, sometimes we don't take a pause to enjoy the city that we live in. So even if you are from Oceanside, may it be an opportunity to reconnect to some of the places that we pass by every day. I know for us culturally, we're inspired by having a festival annually because our family on both sides have had reunions, and specifically our mother, they have like a Paranaque festival because she's from the Philippines, and so their specific neighborhood will come together annually to see each other. So that's the whole point of the festival, is to reconnect with folks that you might not see all the time. So that's going to be day one. If you have any questions about day one, definitely drop them in the chat. I feel like how the social is most impactful, if you are a person that like would like to get to know people on a personal level, this is more of an open forum, unlike the day of the workshops where we're doing, you know, guided movement or guided work. This is a very open forum where there's no specific what is it called, class that's happening. You can kind of dibble and dabble and come as you go, because it's like 3 hours of intentional time.
Yeah, and it's very, what do you call it? It's very kind of like, well, our whole weekend, but especially Fridays, like come as you are and stuff. You can only come for like an hour. You can still stop by if you want to stay the whole time. Again, we do fill the time. So if you do come right at 6, there's going to be something for you to do throughout the whole evening. And then also if you're just able to like hit the tail end because maybe you're coming from work, then that's okay too. But it's super fun. Like, especially last year, having it at Oceanside Museum of Art and being able to be back this year, like that feels really good, because the space is like, it's spacious enough to host everyone, but it's also very cozy, or the way Soultry curates the space, it makes it feel very cozy, but it's also fun. And there's a little bit of everything, honestly. Again, we say we're art and wellness. So there's art things to do, there's wellness, there's fun, there's food. And so it's just such a good time. Especially with the food, there's usually like an interactive element to the culinary arts corner. And so that's like essentially another part of the imagination station.
Yes. Exactly. And we also will have vendors. So we have vendors that will be able to highlight during the community mixer. And OMA, because, you know, we had our collaboration for the first time last year, they're thinking about having their store open for about an hour. So from 6 to 7 at the beginning of our mixer. So if you've always wanted to, because we had people who came to the mixer who wanted to check out the shop, but it wasn't open to our private event. So that's also something to be excited for as well. And then we always have 2 performances, and we can't forget to say this, Toni. We have our dance party. We teach our Soultry strut, the line dance. So the last hour from 8 to 9 is our dance party. We shake it down. We make that last hour count. So if you're like, oh, I can't get there till 8, we're gonna make it count. We're gonna make that last hour count again. So that's kind of the impact of and the vibe of Friday.
Or should we talk about our collective memory book for Friday that will be beginning?
Oh yeah, we probably should. Yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, so we have our guest artist, Margaret Salazar, who was with us the very first festival. So the celebration of self theme when we were at the Village Rock Shop. She was one of our creative expression guest artists. And then she's been a part of our team as our volunteer coordinator. And we've collaborated in many ways since. And fun fact, she's actually sisters with Pauline, who is our videographer, photographer, part of our media team. So we love that as well. And so Margaret is creating our festival art installation, or like the backdrop that you'll see. Like a lot of times we take pictures in front of it and like the performers perform in front of it. But we also invited Margaret to do our imagination station that will carry on for the whole weekend. But Friday, during the mixer, people will start this collective memory book. So think of like a zine, but it enlarged. And then also everyone gets to contribute to it. So we're calling it a collective memory book because if you were on the live last week, we talked about remembering and how that's really important to radical reimagination. So again, the Sankofa theme of like going back to move forward. So we're creating, or we are documenting or archiving these memories that we have together, whether they're memories before the festival that you want to put in, or memories that you're creating throughout the weekend, because we'll have the book on Sunday as well that you can contribute to. And so you'll be able to add your own artistic, creative flair and contribute to the collective memory book. And at the end on Sunday, then we'll be able to present everyone's memories that they added. And if you come to our events before, you know, we have like a community altar. And so at the event, it'll be once it's finished, it'll be on the altar. And then in future events, we already envision having the collective memory book a part of our community altar as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and like one of our slogans for the theme of this year is "Community is the blueprint," and part of the collective memory book will be making your own ways to imprint on the collective memory book. So again, we're just really excited that our guest artists are really leaning into the theme and leaning into the different ideas that we are, I guess, circling around.
Mm-hmm.
So that's day one. And then should we go into day two?
Mm-hmm.
And then so day two, we're titling that Reimagine, because we really did have to logistically reimagine day two. So day two will be calling this our day of Oceanside Day of Play, or Oside Day of Play. Again, reconnecting to last year's theme, and intentionally sharing the beautiful city of Oceanside with folks. So whether you are reconnecting to the city or wanting to reimagine a new relationship with the downtown area, we are going to be doing that in our own sultry way. So we're going to be starting at the Oceanside Museum of Art again. And we'll be leading a soulscape mindful movement practice, which is reimagining what movement, what dance, what rest can look like. And then we will be going into an art tour led by an OMA docent who will be leading us through exhibitions that are connected to the theme. And unlike the day on Friday, where you're able to like self-guide yourself, the docent's going to have more detailed information about the artists and their practice and more history of the work. So that's going to be really, really exciting because, fun fact, our family, specifically Soultry Mama, Toni and I, we love to go to different art exhibitions. It's one of the things that when Toni and I are doing our traveling festivities, we do. And since now Toni lives in the DC area, we go to all of the Smithsonian's and the different activations there. So it's very much aligned in what we like to do in our free time. And then after that, we're going to take y'all on a step in stride Oceanside art walk. So we're going to be taking you to a few murals that we loved in the downtown area. We're going to take you to the beach where Toni and I, we went to Oceanside High School and spent a lot of time on that beach in our adolescence and now as adults too. But we're going to take you on a tour to see the pier area, the band show where we graduated. And then to see, and then we're going to take you to Artist Alley, which is a beautiful space that features different artists and one of our favorite crystal shops. And then we're going to finish with a community mixer on a rooftop.
Yes.
Eating some really good food and drinking some really good drink.
Yes. And so day two is really an ode to what Soultry just enjoys doing. It's just Soultry Sisters like 5.0 because it's the 5th year anniversary. And so it's really doing the things that we enjoy doing. So we love movement, especially starting our day with mindful movement. Like you said, we love art and creative expression. So being able to be immersed in the Oceanside Museum of Art and being really intentional about, getting to know the art more deeply. And then on our art walk, so that started off as a meetup at first for our Step and Stride challenge. It's a monthly walking challenge. Some of y'all are a part of it, where the goal started off as walking 30 miles a month. And then we surpassed that as a group like in 2021. So then we increased it to 45 miles. And then life got a lot. So then we started back.
Back to 30. We got humble, but like, okay, we're going to keep it at 30.
And now it's a challenge again. So, but when we would do the virtual challenge, it's just at your own pace throughout the month. And then we started doing meetups at the end of the year when I was in town. So we used to hike like Torrey Pines hike. We did walk around Balboa Park and one of the trails there. And then up in North County and Oceanside as well. And because all of the murals we have in downtown Oceanside, especially, we were like, oh, why not walk and see all the murals as we walk along? So we've done that now at least twice, 2 to 3 times.
Yeah, we've done like downtown Carlsbad like a good handful of times. We had like a weekly meetup for that one too.
Yes. And so our community loves that. And so we're like, again, when we had to reimagine, we were like, why not do the stuff that Soultry genuinely does all the time? And so y'all really get to experience essentially like a day in the life of Soultry from beginning to end. And the rooftop we're going to be at, we go there all the time as well, just on our own or after the Sunset Market in Oceanside on Thursday evening. So it's really just an ode to the Soultry festivities and what we enjoy doing with our community, with Soultry fam, with our friends. And so we're really excited for you all to experience it because it's something we've done more intimately. And so again, with this Festival 5.0 this year, we're really leaning into like, how can we create a space where y'all get to kind of come into our world even more than usual for the
more
festival.
intimately. Yes. I also want to add, if y'all have been a part of this book club, you know that one of the answers in one of the chapters is like, how would you spend your ideal day? Saturday is the answer of how Soultry will spend their ideal day. So if you're a part of the book club this year or one of the iterations before, because we're in our third season of reading this book with our community, Saturday is a love letter to how we as sisters would love to spend our day together, and adding in Soultry Mama.
Yes, and in the Artist Way, she talks about artist dates. And so the activities throughout the day are really artist dates that we usually do on our own, that then now we're inviting you all as a community to experience them with us. So then maybe this can inspire you all to then, add some of these activities into your own artist dates or to your own, wellness routines. So we're really looking forward to that. I see we have a comment here. So we have Sunny sharing, I have an idea to add a little novelty to the art walk. You want to share now on live, or is this like you want to meet with
more of like a is this like, do we want suspense for the audience, or is this but we love ideas. We love that generative energy.
So if you want to put it in the chat, you can, but if you feel like you want it to be like you talk to Soultry, that's fine too. We don't want to pressure you to share it here, but we love that. And yes, if you're just joining, you can put in the chat any questions you have for us regarding the festival. And then also, I didn't share earlier, but the QR code you see above, above here, you can screenshot your screen, and then you'll just tap this QR code and it should take you to our registration page. So if you get excited as we're going through the live, don't fret. You can just click here and you'll learn more. And it has, like, again, everything we're sharing now live, it has it there if you're like a visual person. Sunny said they'll tell us on Friday when we'll run it by each other. Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
We love it. So yeah, that's day 2. And what we love about day 2, it starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 4 p.m.
Yes. And so it's not too early and it doesn't end too late. So then you still have some time in the evening, because then Sunday we come back for the final day of the festival.
Yeah. And I will say for y'all to know, because some of y'all might be wondering, do they know this? Yes, we do. Saturday is Oceanside Independence Day. So it's a big day in Oceanside. It's going to be a busy, very energetic day in the downtown area. Oceanside's having an Independence Day parade from 10 to 12. That's during our time at OMA and right before we start our walk. So we just want to share that it's going to be a great energized day to experience Oceanside at a time that's really like diving into summer. Like you're going to experience Oceanside with a lot of pride. So just know that Soultry is going to have our own mark on that Saturday of festivities in the downtown area. So very excited for that.
Yes, so there's a lot going on, and that's why again, this summer especially is on and popping. Everyone's having events every weekend, and we are one of them as well. And so again, like not only come and support our events, but hopefully y'all can support the other events going on, especially in the downtown cultural arts district. Since we did get our grant from the Oceanside Cultural Arts District, there's so many other amazing grantees that have events throughout the summer season. And so yeah, definitely check them out. And one thing I was going to say on Saturday, I also, fun fact, was a tour guide in undergrad. So I was a campus rep at UC Irvine.
Hey, yeah.
But so yeah, I did tours around campus. And so I'm excited to bring that back. I haven't really had to wear that hat, and I mean for our art walk, but that's only like once a year. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for you all to just enjoy our city.
Yes, it's gonna be so much fun. I see I think that's Pauline saying our mystery. We like mystery. Yes, we do. We love a little mystery. And then someone else in the chat on Instagram goes, how do I apply for Arts and Wellness Workshop? I host tea meditation and tea ceremony. I mean, just you can always fill out our collaborator form. We're always looking to meet new people to potentially collaborate with. Our application for being a guest artist for this year's festival is closed. We already confirmed all our guest artists, but we love to know more about your work. This year, we're really excited. We're going to have a community board where people are able to share like flyers and business cards, because this year we're really highlighting like community is the blueprint. And so we want to have a wall where people can leave their information and resources to the resources that they bring to our community, whether it's art or wellness related. So definitely come to the festival and bring information about your work and leave it at our community resource bulletin board, because that's like one of the elements of the festival that we are expanding upon. We want to acknowledge with these guest artists, these are people that we're in community with. These are people that are doing the work all the time and all year round. So even though we can only highlight a few, we want to operate out of abundance and give an opportunity for people to talk about their work and share their work. So a lot of people who attend the festival are facilitators themselves, our artists themselves, our wellness advocates. So through conversation, people usually share what they do, but we want an intentional place where you can really promote shamelessly.
Yes, and I just put in the chat the link to our community partnership form. So it's not necessarily for the festival, but just in general, if anyone is ever interested in getting connected to do like a collaboration or a partnership of sorts, I linked the Google form, so y'all can complete that there.
And then yes, I'm answering the chat, Leland. Yes, it was Saint, the person who does tea.
Yes. And then the form is also just found on our services page on our website. So just in the future, if you or someone who's interested in just collaborating with us in general, then you can check out our services page on our website. And we have a few other forms on there that might be applicable to what you're all trying to do with us.
Oh, thanks, Sunny. Such a great fest to get cared for as a community organizer. Y'all take care of us. Yes, we take care of us. We love taking care of y'all. We are all about reciprocity in this community, that we believe that, that same concept and mutual aid, that everyone has something to give, and everyone has a need. So yes,
Mhm.
going to affirm and receive what you just said, Sunny. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Shall we talk a little bit about day 3?
Yes.
You want me to go? You want to go?
You can go.
Okay. So day 3 is gonna be at the Oceanside Public Library downtown Civic Center location, and this is the day where we really we talk. We're our theme, our I guess our title for this day is regenerate, because this is our workshop day. This is the day where we are going to be really diving into the theme. We've had 2 days to start to dip our toes, but this is when we're floating and swimming in the work. And we're going to have 4 different guest artists have a chance to talk about more than 4 guest artists, several guest artists. I'm not going to do numbers, but several guest artists able to uh, create experiences that are in response to our festival theme, radical reimagining. So we have us, we'll start the day off talking about why radical imagination and what that means to us, providing a space to discuss and reflect. And then we're going to go into a sound healing workshop with Noriko. We're really excited. This is going to be our first time highlighting Noriko, but we were able to meet Noriko when we did a partnership with ICA. So that's really nice to stay connected and highlight them. And then we have Irie of Por la Mano Press that's going to lead a workshop after lunch. And then during lunch, we are featuring Sunny Street Oceanside in our culinary arts corner. That will be featured. And then we have after lunch. Well, I already said after lunch. Now I'm getting confused. The last one. And then our last our last workshop our final workshop is going to be a mindful movement, somatic based workshop with Cheche Luna. So excited to have them back with us. And then those are going to be our workshop based experiences. And then after that, of course, we have to close the festival with a closing ceremony where we are having guest artist Kiyomi Tarver of Abundance company going to bless us with a performance that celebrates Black girls blooming. It's going to be poetry, spoken word, dance. Again, another multifaceted artist sharing space and their work with us. And then we're going to have Drag King Sam Bagita giving us some excellent performances and also sharing how they radically imagine their work through drag. And then we're going to have our collective memory book, our imagination station, as well as some other fun little imagination stations, and of course our arts and wellness vendors. So Sunday is pretty jam-packed. What we love about the library is that it has this beautiful open terrace and this large and cozy community room. And because we're partnering with the library and got funding from the Oceanside Arts with Oceanside Arts District, we are able to give our last day free to the community. So it is a free event for our community. And all we ask is that you come and you receive this good work and experience these wonderful guest artists who are really making sure that what Sunny was saying, we feel taken care of, we feel a place of belonging, and we are able to celebrate the summer solstice together.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So day 3 really just is a culmination of the weekend journey. So again, day 1 is reconnect, 2 is reimagine, and as we close out, we regenerate. So we're creating this generative energy that are putting into whether that's like our crafts that we're creating, so putting it into art, putting it into the connections we're making, putting it into the space that we're curating, so the energy that we have together, and then hopefully we're able to take everything that we've cultivated even beyond the festival, beyond the walls of the space, into our daily lives. So that's our hope with the festival every year, really, is that like this is a weekend container to really sit with these ideas, with these themes, to foster these relationships, and to reconnect with folks, right? So maybe you met someone at last year's festival, you can come back to that, and then we hope that y'all are able to use that energy as, you know, a creative retreat of sorts to then pour into yourselves, pour into your own art, your own wellness, and then of course then that gets to pour into our community. And so it's just amazing time. By the day 3, we're all just like hugging each other. We don't want to go. It's kind of like when you're at camp when you're little, and then you make best friends. You're like, I don't want to leave. So it's kind of that energy. Like we just get so excited to be around each other. But after the festival, then we selfishly enjoy the rest of summer because then we just get to go to all of y'all's events. So,
Yes.
So that's why we're going to have the community resource board up as well. So then, y'all, if you have other events coming up, then, you know, the community can get connected. We can get connected. We can sign up. We can just stay in touch because that's really important to us when we're regenerating this generative energy. That's why we use that word, because we want something to come out of this weekend. Again, it doesn't have to look like one thing. It doesn't have to look like what comes out of it for us. But we want y'all to leave with something, whether, again, that's a new friend, whether that's a new information that you didn't know before, whether that's a new creative practice, a new song.
New point of view.
Yes, new point of view, a new recipe from the Culinary Arts Corner. Yes. Whatever it is, we just hope you leave feeling even more full and more imaginative than you came in. So we're looking forward to that. But before I forget, I want to go back to day 1 because we didn't name our performers for day 1. So day 1 of Reconnect at Oceanside Museum of Art. We have Frankie Simone back, which we're really excited to have Frankie back. Frankie has been one of our performers for the opening mixer for the last couple of years, and it's always a fun time, and there might be a fun surprise. So you definitely don't want to miss out on Friday. And then we have BJ coming back, who's also been with us since year 1 of the festival.
Year 1.
And so we're having BJ on Friday. And then on Sunday, actually, BJ will be our MC or host for what we call our community open mic on day 3, where if you attended, it doesn't matter if you only attended for 30 minutes or the whole 3 days, but we open it up the space for folks to share, whether you want to share something that you created throughout the weekend, a testimonial, if you just want to open up like a bid. So maybe you have like a bid for connection. You want folks to know that you want to get connected. If you want to share your work, but maybe you don't want to voice it yourself, then BJ, as the host this year, will be able to, let's say you created a poem during one of the workshops, but you don't want to come to the mic, then our festival team and plus BJ, the MC and host, can work with our attendees to make sure that your voice gets heard in some shape or form. So you don't necessarily have to feel like it's performing. It's more so like a communal space to share. And it's usually a very like beautiful experience. Sometimes people end up like dancing. Sometimes
dancing, poetry.
Sharing their poetry. Sometimes people are just really sharing their testimonials that are like very moving of how the weekend landed with them. And so that's a way that we close out, again, kind of like the workshops and like that kind of part of it. And then we go into the closing mixer to shake it off. And of course, we do our line dance Sunday as well. So you learn it on Friday, and then we bring it back for Sunday. And a very, very fun time. And then the community mixer on Sunday also has the vendors. And so if you didn't get a chance to see them throughout the day or on Friday, then you'll be able to get what you need from them or get connected, get a wellness session, or buy and support a local business. So there's so much that is in store for the festival weekend. So that's why you don't want to miss out. You want to secure your spots now.
Secure your spot.
Yes.
This was so nice. Like, again, this is why we made a festival Q&A series, because one session is not enough. Like, we took, last week to really dive deep into the theme, and now we really dove into the festival overview. So that's really exciting that we got to really tell you the nitty gritty, especially if those of you are like, oh, I don't know which day to go to, like which one is like the most impactful, which vibe each day give. I hope this live was able to answer that question. Toni and I intentionally curate the festival to be a 3-day festival where you journey all 3 days, but we also want to be accessible, and that's why we have these different modular experiences as well. So we think the intent, if your intention is to come to one part or all parts, the impact is based off of your intention and you making the most of the time that you spend with us.
Yes. And I see we got some more questions on Instagram chat. So we have one question for product or venue sponsorship. Can it be donation of service? And so so if you want to become a sponsor, yes, it can be a donation of a service. So depending on what that looks like, we can talk more, but yes, we are open to that. So you can fill out the form, or you can email us at festival@soultrysisters.com. And then another question is, can you tell more about the scholarship form for the festival? So yes, for our festival, it's really important for us to make it accessible, because we believe art and wellness and community should not be limited due to financial barriers. Like, that's the whole reason we created Soultry, was because a lot of these types of events, especially in San Diego and in North County, came with a high price tag. And it was hard for us to get to everything we wanted to. And we felt like, oh yeah, if this is so important, if this is like part of my well-being, we don't want the price or anything like that to be a barrier. So we do have a scholarship application. Essentially, you fill out the form that has questions around why do you want to attend the festival? How do you feel like it'll impact you? A little just about you, so we understand. And they're awarded based on available funding. So depending on the different donations we receive. And then sometimes also, if someone can't physically come, they'll donate a ticket. So then that also goes to our Soultry Scholarship Fund, where we're able to then allow our community members to attend at no cost. And so we have our application available that we can link below. And it essentially, our festival team will then follow up with folks and let you know once their scholarship has been accepted. And then again, the Sunday community day is completely at no cost because of the grant that we got. And so also, if cost is a barrier, then the Sunday event is also accessible to the community. But if you do want to come to Friday and Saturday, definitely apply for a scholarship. And then for our artists and culture workers, we have our community arts and culture grant, where folks, if you are a local wellness practitioner, artist, creative, you can apply. And similar to the scholarship, it's based on funds that we receive from donations and things like that, where we're then able to gift at no cost attendance to our local artists and creatives. So definitely fill that out as well if you're interested. If you have more questions or if you feel like there's something like case by case that you want to let us know, again, you can email us at festival@soultrysisters.com, and us or someone on our team will get back to you. Or you can just go ahead and apply. And on the bottom, there's a section of like anything else you want us to know. And you could also go more into detail if you feel like there's something specific that you really want us to be able to support you through. And then something we haven't advertised yet, but something that we have done to support people is if you are living further away from North County, then sometimes we do try to coordinate like a carpool kind of thing. So if transportation is more so a barrier, then you can also reach out to us and we can try to connect people who might be able to carpool together. This year, since we're in downtown Oceanside, we're nearby the Oceanside Transit Center. So that has access to the Sprinter, the Coaster, Amtrak, and then the buses as well. And it's only about maybe like an 8-minute walk from Transit Center. It's not far at all. And we have some people who have taken the longer like commuter trains to come to our events before when we've had it at the library. So we try to be accessible in that way as well. And then also speaking of accessibility, the venues are ADA compliant. And so again, just for accessibility to know if you are thinking about attending and if that was a question that you had, then the venues that we are part of are ADA compliant.
Yes. And so with all that said, if you cannot make it to our festival, but you love the work that we're doing, you can donate and support. You can donate by purchasing a ticket and letting us know you'd like that to go towards our scholarship fund. You can also purchase some of our merch that's going to be coming out that supports the work that we do. That's why we sell merch. All of the Soultry merch that we sell goes to our free community programming. So just know that there are different ways you can donate. You can donate by, a donation to our Venmo, PayPal. You can donate by purchasing a ticket and paying it forward to somebody who can attend through the scholarship, or you can rock our merch, or all the above.
Yes.
All the above.
Yes, and I also just put in the chat, we also have a discount code, BIPOC10. So if you identify as BIPOC, so Black, Indigenous, or person of color, we have additional 10% off. So yeah, we try to have many options available to make things accessible. But yeah, we're really excited for this year's festival. There's so much in store. We're just like sharing the tip of the iceberg, honestly. Like we can really get even more deep. So that's why we're excited to have 2 more weeks of more things to share with you all. And again, if y'all have more questions for us, you can put them either below these lives and then we'll just populate them for the next live next Monday. Or you can comment on Instagram on our posts and then we'll also bring them to next week's live.
Yes, and one last thing about the carpool, because I see it in the chat. What we're going to start doing, because we're finalizing and building out our festival app on Band app, and last year there were several attendees, as well as part of people in our team, who were able to coordinate rides to the festival on each day. So, if you're wondering why you should register early, that is why, because of early registration gets you on the festival app early so you can start to introduce yourself, meet other attendees virtually, and coordinate some rides. So that's an incentive to register today.
Yes, and our festival app is completely free. We use a platform called Band app, and essentially it's because we know a lot of our community members are not necessarily on social media all the time, or right now, with internet security and different reasons, some people might not want to be using some of these like popular social media apps that we're kind of streaming on. But so we created the app so it's an additional resource or a space for us to connect, like Alyssa said, before the festival, so we can like get to know each other. We put the schedule on there throughout the weekend or leading up to the weekend, but also throughout the weekend, we update each other on that. People can share photos and videos throughout the weekend. So it's a way to, stay connected. And again, so maybe you connect with someone, but you didn't get their information. Then on the app, then y'all can message on there. Or again, for safety reasons, if you don't feel like you want to give out your personal information, you can connect with each other through the app. And we keep the app open after the festival as well, so you can still go back and look at everything that people shared, the group photos. For the different workshops, we'll share like the workshop slides, if there was a worksheet, if there's like a link, like resource links and stuff like that. So it's a way for us to keep building this community, but especially the festival weekend, it's where we can answer some of those questions a little bit faster because the community of the weekend is on there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this was fun. Again, you can catch the replay and ask your questions there, or catch us next week. Next week, we're going to be talking more about our guest artists, right, Toni? Is that correct? Yeah. Yes. Next week, we're going to be talking more about our festival guest artists, as well as our festival coordinating team, just announcing like the community just so you can get to know the folks who will be at the festival. So that's really exciting. We're going to dive deep into that. We're going to talk a little bit more about our workshop offerings. So that is what is ahead on the horizon.
Yes. And if you are on Instagram, definitely check out our page at Soultry Sisters because we have even more, like throughout the week, we share more information that is about the festival and the theme as well. So a couple of days ago, we shared a reel from another creator that was talking about community, why that's important. And that really goes into why we do this work. We've been sharing some quotes on there by our foremothers and radical Black feminists who, again, have really inspired us in the work that we do. And so each day we're like sharing nuggets about like the festival and like why we've created it. So if you're not able to tune in live, but you still want to learn more information, then that is the place you want to go. So definitely subscribe to us there. But of course, all these replays are up on our YouTube channel, so you can like and subscribe and watch them there and send them to a friend, send the registration to a friend, or let them know what's happening. So we can't wait to see you all next week.
Bye.